you're more inspiring than I anticipated you to be. I'm sitting over here just getting like all kinds of like ideas and juices flowing about just things that I want to do, and that it's really exciting. Who inspires you? Where do you get your inspiration from?
Well, gosh, I'm an avid learner. Like, I'm constantly listening to books and watching podcasts, and you know, God's my number one inspiration. My husband, my staff inspire me every day. Just the people around me, you know. You talk about Michelle. Michelle's one of my best friends. And by the way, her name is not Michelle. It's Michelle Mushi Lala Napkin Pants.
Oh, Mushi Lala Napkin Pants.
Yes. So, and now that's on video.
Got it. It's recorded, Michelle.
That's right.
Got you.
Michelle Mushi Lala Napkin Pants.
Mushi Lala Napkin
Yes.
Pants.
So, you know, my friends inspire me. Julie inspires me. Just seeing what people do around to help each other inspires me. So most of my ideas come from problems, right? So if I see a problem and I'm passionate about it, I'll pray about it. And then as he leads, I'll try and do what I can for it. So we talk about Wipe Out Hunger. That was because I was in a meeting with Susan Schufley, who was the executive director at the time, and a couple of other people at the food bank. And they were talking about the rations that they get from the Oregon State Food Bank once a month. And the rations for that month were peanut butter and bubble gum. And they were supposed to feed children with peanut butter and bubble gum. And frankly, I just got pissed and said, that's unacceptable.
Bubble gum doesn't satisfy hunger. You can just chew on something when you're hungry, and guess what? You're still hungry when you're done chewing.
So, you know, we came up with something that will work for kids. And we came up with peanut butter. And then I went back to the shop and said, we had no money. We couldn't buy the peanut butter, right? So what could we do? Well, we talked to our suppliers. We got a deal on wiper blades. And I said, okay, Wipe Out Hunger. There you go. And that's how Wipe Out Hunger came about.
Yeah.
Right? It's the same thing when we did the cars for the fire victims. So I was at home. The Dove was on. It's a channel that we watch. And people were on there crying and hurting and losing their homes and their animals. And some of their family had died. And I was just in tears. And I just said, God, what do you want me to do? And I very clearly heard 10 cars for 10 families, and you can spend $10,000 of your own money. I went, okay. So I called the Salvation Army, and they said, yep, we can run it through the nonprofit here. And then I was driving to Rotary the next morning, and I went, what did I just agree to? What did I just say yes to?
Yeah.
And I walked into Rotary, and I talked about it. And 3 hours later, Trent Carpenter from Southern Oregon Sanitation called me and said, I have 3 cars for you. It was just that simple.
Yeah.
And he ended up giving us 5 cars.
Yeah.
And we ended up getting 20 cars. And spending $10,000 on 20 cars.
Yeah. Wow. I love Trent. He turned me down to come on the podcast, by the way.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, I'm going to make fun of him tonight, so it's all good.
I'll make fun of him at Rotary on Friday.
Okay. Sounds good.
Sounds like he gave all of his cars to Lisa, so maybe you can make it up.
Yeah. He would have had to walk here. No, I've seen what truck he drives. It's very nice. So,
Trent is one of those people that's hard on the outside, but he has the best heart. He's one of my very favorite people.
Yeah, he's awesome. I love that dude.
That was perfectly said.
Yeah, it absolutely was. Hard on the outside. Well, I mean, maybe not physically, but...
He'll never watch this.
Yeah, I know he won't. But
and he didn't greet me this morning at Rotary. He was the greeter, and he didn't greet me.
On purpose?
Back.
It's rude.
Rude. That sounds like Trent.
Just rude.
Probably did it on purpose.
I know.
I need to go to the Friday Rotary.
You need to go to a Friday?
Yeah, that's the only thing I have left on my red badge. To get a blue badge is to go to another
We have the best club.
That's what I hear.
You're a red badger. The whole time I was going through Rotary, I thought like it was like a red badger, like the animal. And I was like, that's cool. We got red badgers in here.
So like the
I
honey
think
badger.
we need to change the shape of the badge into a badger now.
It's just a red badge. Yeah.
Marines. You just kidding. Never know.
Life's funner in my head.